Good day, my friends, and welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles. My name's Chris, and I'm the Batman statue collector, and I just got back from my son's baseball game, so I'm rocking a little bit of a different look today that you usually don't see me. But I wanted to talk a little bit about some breaking news this weekend, or potential breaking news concerning Clayface of all characters. You guys know, if you watch this channel, that I've been wanting a Clayface statue for a really long time, and having some conversations with different statue companies. I think that Clayface is definitely on his way, depending on what scale it is, though that's the big question. But I think there is some interest there to bring us Clayface, which is great news. So anyway, the news came from Deadline. So it's a pretty reputable source. Reputable source, I think. Yeah, if I said it right. So Mike Flanagan, who is a director, he's done a number of movies and kind of more on the horror genre. He really wants to bring Clayface to the big screen, which I think is awesome. I think it also could be a little difficult, depending on where you put him. But, with the new DC universe, or whatever they're calling it this week, of course, I'm curious to see what they do. Now, those rumors, they said that, they really weren't interested in Clayface, blah, blah, blah. But then there were also other reports that stated that Clayface was going to be the main villain in Matt Reeves' Batman #2. And I, for one, I cannot see that happening. I absolutely cannot see that happening. Because, I remember when The Dark Knight came out, how realistic that was. Well, Matt Reeves' film puts that to shame. It is way more realistic. Like, it is, real life type of thing. At least that's the first film. That's what the first film set up. So introducing a fantasy type character where somebody is made of clay. Now, maybe you could, play off of that a little bit. And, but I think if you were going to stay true to the character where you can change form and do things like that, where it's more fantasy, then, maybe this new universe will be more like that. Where, like the Suicide Squad film with Margot Robbie, and like the newer one, it's like there was some, the giant starfish, there was definitely some fantasy elements there, very comic booky. So I think if they go that route, which it seems like maybe they might, I could see them, Clayface, being part of that universe, but I just absolutely cannot see him being part of Matt Reeves. But I still would love to see Clayface, and especially I definitely want to see Clayface, like I said, in statue form. Will we get it? Time will tell. But I do think, if companies make the Hulk and make these big giant, Devastator or whatever, all these big giant characters, Doomsday, surely we can get a Clayface, Solomon Grundy, those type of characters that are the bigger Hulk type characters. Obviously, Hulk is very well known. I get why statue companies make him. He's popular and he sells, obviously. But I still would love to see a Clayface. But where would I like to see Clayface put? I think Clayface, if they did make like a Clayface like horror type movie, I would love just to see something with Arkham Asylum. I would love to see that world, to have Clayface. Again, you can have all these fantasy elements, but have it dark and horror. And again, Batman's going into this world, and he has to, fight the villains in there. It's just like the video game. I would absolutely love to see something like that, and I think it would just be perfect. I actually can't believe it's not really been done, but I don't know. I guess it just takes the right writer, right? The great story. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Where would you like to see Clayface placed? Where would you like to see him in this crazy world? Do you want to see him as part of Matt Reeves? Do you want to see him in a realistic take? And if they did, how would they change it to make it work for real life? Again, I just don't know how they would do it. But the Riddler was very, very different than any Riddler that we've ever seen, right? So, depending on Matt Reeves' vision, maybe he will come up with something. I personally, for Matt Reeves #2, I want to see the Court of Owls. The Court of Owls, for me, that is a perfect place for it. Absolutely perfect. I've heard like rumblings about Mr. Freeze. I've heard rumblings about the Joker kind of peppered in here and there. Again, an Arkham Asylum scenario would be perfect. I would absolutely love that. But time will tell, of course. Who knows what's going to happen? I guess we'll find out over time. But anyway, like I said, I want to turn it over to you guys. What do you guys think about this? Kind of rumblings about Clayface. Would you like to see him in the movies? And again, where would you like to see him placed? Because I think there's a lot of really great opportunities there. But I think we have to have that kind of that fantasy universe back. Kind of like the Tim Burton-y type, like really, fantasy driven, but dark. I really still want that dark. I mean, believe me, I love the reality of the Batman movie, the Robert Pattinson movie. I love the dark grittiness, noir, but I think the newer films are going to be different. So you can still have that Superman and Wonder Woman and some of those characters. So anyway, I'm excited. I'm excited about the possibilities. But again, let me know what you guys think. I'm going to quit rambling on. Again, I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me in my car after a baseball game. So anyway, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. And again, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for supporting this channel like you do. A lot of great content coming your way. I'll see you in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these 2 awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.